Thomas the Multi-Language Tank Engine was a pure accident, and yet it became the biggest thing I've ever made. Over 150 episodes over a 27-month period, not to mention music videos, a documentary, narrator comparisons, 18 narrator showcases, not to mention an ungodly amount of compilations, my favourite of which being this one. But how did it all start? Well, it happened just like this. And that was it. I was immensely bored. I wanted to do something original. If there's one thing you must know about me, I never turn down a challenge. Oliver 11 GWR, you've been there. You tempted me once. But anyway, I cranked out 10 episodes and suddenly this became a thing. Now with the multi-language series, and probably other people with their series in general, I had a specific system when it came to making an episode, and I stuck to these rules consistently throughout the series. Yeah, let me just say these rules suddenly popped up in Season 2, probably when the series became a full thing. Until now, I've never really talked about my methods, despite having done over 150 episodes. But now I'm going to talk about it all. People have begun making their own episodes, and today I feel like sharing my quote-unquote expertise. First of all, you need an episode to work on. From my experience, I've always found that the easiest episodes to work with are from Seasons 1 through 5. They generally have plenty of foreign dubs available for you to work with. Although if you find something post Season 5, whatever works for you. When you've settled on an episode, you need to pick enough languages to satisfy you. Generally, for something from the first 5 seasons, I generally settle on 5 languages, always counting the British dubs and American dubs as one language. Once again, if you find more and you wish to use everything you find, like Oliver does, go with whatever you fancy. My favourite languages to work with: German, Russian, Hungarian, Japanese, and I want to say Dutch. My least favourite: Spanish, Turkish, Norwegian and Polish. Oh god, the Polish dub. We've got a lot to talk about, so I'll say it once.
I hate the Polish dub with an absolute passion.
Okay, moving on. Unlike what I do here, when you're picking languages, it helps to check beforehand on whether or not the quality sucks. I never recommend using awful quality. Obviously, you want the best possible outcome. For example, listen to this German dub of A Bad Day for Sir Handel.
Hallo, wer bist du? Ich bin Gordon. Und du? Ich bin Sir Handel. Ich hab schon von dir gehört. Du bist eine Eilzuglokomotive. Ich auch. Aber ich ziehe sonst schöne Waggons, nicht solche Viehwagen. Habt ihr auch schöne Waggons? Ach, wie ich sehe, ja. Wir müssen uns mal unterhalten. Jetzt habe ich keine Zeit dafür. Wir müssen pünktlich abfahren, weißt du?
It may not sound awful, but it sounds like it when paired with other high quality dubs. There is a reason why I never bothered to use Norwegian dubs after Thomas and the Rumours, or Swedish dubs after The Flying Kipper. Just listen to it.
De visste inte att växeln hade frusit. Egentligen skulle signalstolpen ha visat fara, men snön hade tyngt ner pinnen.
Yeah, there's good dubs out there now, but this version made the German clip seem fantastic. Once you've converted them all to an audio file, I'd recommend using an audio editing software to get the best result. For me, I use Audacity. It's the most popular software out there for audio. For people with basic editing systems, some may think to do it all in Windows Movie Maker. That is not a good idea at all. If I may recommend a good example of why it's bad to edit audio in Movie Maker, let me refer you to Thomas the Ladybird Engine. It's a popular series, and yet I can't stand the first 6 episodes at all. I hate my audio work on them. To give you every possible option, import every single one of your languages at once. This is something I only began to do around multi-language Season 3, and had I done it earlier, it may have made Season 2 much better. What I used to do was I just imported my languages one at a time, edited them together, and then brought in another language, without even bothering to check if it would have sounded better with another language in its place. Regardless of how many languages you're working with, you're better off importing everything at once, to give you more options when it comes to merging episodes. Before you do anything, before you even pick your first language, the absolute first thing you need to do is make sure everything is in perfect, or at the very least near perfect sync. The last thing you want is to create an episode, post it to YouTube, and find out it has a problem with lagging audio. Unfortunately, I've committed this very sin. Season 1, I never synced anything up. There were a few times when I'd save a video and it turned out the audio was messed up. Make sure everything is aligned properly before proceeding with anything. When it comes to a good starting language, I've always had an English dub go first. American, British, doesn't matter. I've always had English go first, purely by my logic of it being the first dubbed language and therefore it should go first. Oliver does things slightly differently. As far as I'm concerned, he chooses his first language at pure random. Correct me if I'm wrong, mate, but it all seems random to me. For example, when he asked me to make Trouble in the Shed, he said I could place the languages in any order I desired, but I had to use Slovenian first. Not a problem for me.
Nadzornik Bajsi je sedel v pisarni in poslušal hrup na postaji. Potniki so bili jezni. Vstopil je načelnik postaje.
The station master came in. There's trouble in the shed, sir. Henry is sulking, there's no train, and the passengers are saying this is a bad railway. Indeed.
Правді, сказав гладкий контролер, цього дозволити не можна.
Another language I should mention is the Ukrainian dub. Whether or not you use the languages at random, I've always found it best to use the Ukrainian dub immediately after an English dub. For the first 4 seasons, the Ukrainian dub has generally had an English narrator in the background. So in order to make a near seamless transition, I recommend using the Ukrainian dub immediately after the corresponding English dub, whether it be Ringo Starr, George Carlin, or Michelangelos.
Thomas was so pleased to be home that he soon forgot to be jealous.
На заводі Томасові поставили дуже тугий важіль гальм. Від цього здавалося, що в нього дуже міцні гальма, хоч насправді це було не так. В результаті він і його вагони часто проскакували платформу. Томас вважав, що це дуже ганебно. Поступово його машиніст і кочегар навчилися бути вкрай обережними.
I've always felt like each language should get represented equally, and therefore I strive to make sure each narrator gets an equal amount of screen time. Generally, if I use 5 languages and 6 narrators, each narrator would get 45 seconds each. And I've usually found that to be enough. If I've used 3 English narrators, such as Gordon Takes a Tumble,
Henry, Thomas, and Percy, he said, you must go to the docks immediately. Yes, sir, they whistled.
I generally only permit each English clip to be no longer than 30 seconds. The English language may be the first, but it gets no special treatment from me. Once you feel comfortable with your audio edits, always make sure your audio volume levels are at a decent and consistent level. You don't want a language to sound too quiet compared to the previous ones. To make sure everything sounds as smooth as possible, add some fade in and fade outs after every portion. Okay, now we have our audio. Now we need to add video to it. As long as you remember the order in which the languages appear, this is the easiest bit. All you have to do is sync the audio up. This is another reason why I use an English dub first. It'll save 15 or so minutes trying to locate the English portion and sync up the video to that. Once you're happy it's all correct and synced up, now comes the time to edit the video. Video titles are obviously crucial. There may be someone out there who hasn't got a clue about what he or she is watching. You never know, it could happen. Also, for the benefit of regular viewers, it would be useful of you to post markers at transitions to illustrate which languages are which. You never know, people think they may be listening to Dutch, but it turns out they're listening to Hungarian. Not that I'm drawing on personal experiences or anything.
Természetesen, hajókon is leszállhatok, bárhol, bármikor. Na viszlát!
Shut up, that was an honest mistake. Anyway, we're all good to go here, just a few double checks to make sure everything is fine. There have been times where I've posted videos with the wrong episode titles set at the beginning. The Deputation, for example. I had that video prepared 2 weeks ahead of time, and it wasn't until someone commented on it that I realised I had the wrong title set up in the intro. Damn it! Okay, we're done. Now we're saving, Saving. Oh, the hell with this! That is the power of Chaos Control, ladies and gentlemen. You can speed up and control time at will. All you need is one shiny jewel, generally found on a floating island guarded by this doofus.
I'm an evil mastermind of average intelligence!
Oh, Knuckles. Alrighty, all the hard crap is past. Time to post. Mind list each narrator with their corresponding languages, in case you need to refer to it later. So your video should be posted by now. Hopefully it hasn't been blocked worldwide. It has happened to me before, but it's a rare occurrence. I think it's only happened to me 3 episodes at most, and only one of which I had to rework audio for. Either way, not fun. Okay, if all this was fine, I shall leave you to it. Hopefully these episodes turn out well, and let me know if you post something. I do like to see it that the fans have tried to make their own content, the worldwide series most definitely included. Oh yeah, and if you're stupid and love challenges, time yourself to see how fast you can make your own creation. It will be awesome.